Hello friends, Christian here with Brick Life Crisis again. Today we're taking a look at LEGO Star Wars set number 75237, the TIE Fighter Attack. This is a 4+ set. 4+ is the new series that has taken over for juniors, and as the name implies, it is designed for younger builders. So this set, while it is a TIE Fighter, 2 minifigures, and a piece of terrain, it's only 77 pieces. So as you might be able to guess, some of those pieces are rather large. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what it's all about. So inside the box we have 2 numbered bags, a large cockpit piece, instruction manual, and 2 very large plates with the Technic stuff on here that act as the wings. So let's go ahead and put it all together and then see what we think. Alright, here we have it, set 75237, the TIE Fighter Attack. Again, this is a 4+ set with 77 pieces, including these 2 minifigures. So as a 4+ set, any decorated pieces you see are prints, and some of these pieces are rather large. But let's go ahead and take a look at each component one by one and then see what we think. This is our Rebel Fleet Trooper. He has a medium blaster in the silver color. Torso print is pretty nice. I like that quite a bit actually. The helmet I think is my favorite part. It has a standard visor, but it's in black rather than clear, which is typical. The visor can't fold up and down, unfortunately, due to the way that the helmet is molded, but it's a really good representation of that mold. Just a pretty good figure overall. He does have an alternate face, which just looks maybe a little bit more determined or angry, but it's a good secondary face, I think. And I like the fact that you cannot see that face from behind. It's a really good figure. I'm glad to have this one. I don't think I've seen one of these in, well, maybe ever actually. He's probably been around for a little while, but I don't think I have one of these in my collection, or didn't until now. So pretty cool. They probably came with the Blockade Runner, but sadly I don't have that set. And here we have the TIE Fighter pilot. We've seen this figure before. It's pretty good overall. Very nice print on the torso, waist, and legs. Fantastic helmet. He comes with a sidearm. There's a bit of print on the back as well. And this figure has the same problem that all the TIE Fighter figures, or TIE Fighter pilots and Stormtroopers have, in my opinion, and that is that it has a flesh-colored head that is not completely covered by the helmet. I really wish they would get away from that and start to introduce black heads or balaclava heads, but we just get a clone head here. Not a bad head, certainly not a bad figure, but they just don't work very well when you look at it from the side or from behind. I would be fine if they had just a solid black head back there, or frankly, even if they didn't have a removable helmet, if it was all just, the headpiece was just the helmet, it would be fine with me. That just bugs me so much. But anyway, I rant about that every time, so thanks for bearing with me. Overall, not a bad figure. Just look at it straight on and you'll be fine. The side build here is, I think, supposed to be part of the Yavin base for the Rebels. It includes these 2 brick-built boxes, which I think are quite good actually, and they're very simple. They're just these 2x2 tan tiles on top of a 2x2 brown brick, and there are 2 of those that you can stack or put together however you wish. And then we have this little piece with a half-round plate, and then a little brick-built computer station. That is a print with the radar or satellite dish, whatever, up there. And then this is my favorite part, this print here with the outline and schematics for the Death Star, so that they can get together, all the pilots, and learn how to do the trench run attack and shoot those torpedoes in just the right spot. The back of this doesn't really have any detail. I like that this is a transparent piece so that you can see through from the other side. Kind of cool. But that's that. And this is the TIE Fighter. Not too bad. However, it is a bit small, but for juniors or a 4+ set, that's to be expected. The wings are all one piece, except for the details that are added with a few gray pieces and printed tiles there on the side. But this solar panel on the side is all one piece, unlike the more recent model that came out from the Solo series, which is, as you can see, substantially bigger, and the wings are brick built. So for the sake of comparison, I can't even get that all in frame. So it's a pretty big difference in size. The printed elements, the cockpit pieces, are the same, and the detailed elements on the side of the wings are the same as well. And the design cues are all there, but obviously substantially smaller, as you would expect. Also substantially less expensive. This set, as I said, retails for about $20, and the solo version I think was about $70, so a bit of a difference there. The cockpit area flips up, and there is room for one figure to sit snugly inside there. These are not flip-fire missiles or spring-loaded shooters. They are just cone pieces there to look like the front of the TIE fighter. On the back, there is another hinge compartment, and there are a couple of clips back there, which is nice because that allows you to put some accessories there, like the sidearm, and then you can fold it down to hide those. The wings come off fairly easily. They're just these Technic pins. They're a bit wobbly, but that's to be expected, I suppose. A little bit of detail on the top, but as you can see, it's a rather thin build and not quite as spherical as the cockpit should actually be, but not a bad approximation. And for younger builders, as I say, not a bad thing. I think it's easy enough for kids 4 and up to put together if they have some manual dexterity and the ability to follow directions, and it's certainly swooshable and playable. This set retails for about $20 here in the US. I picked it up at Walmart for $16, so a little bit of a discount, not too bad. It's not necessarily my favorite. I do really like those printed elements, and for younger kids, I think this is fantastic. It's great. My nephew would love it. For more advanced builders, obviously it's not much of a challenge at all. Some of the pieces might be useful in mocks and that sort of thing. The figures are very good, and again, those prints are really nice, particularly the display over here. But otherwise, for adult builders or more advanced builders, I would say you could probably pass on this one unless you're a die-hard fan or you really want these figures or the prints or something. But otherwise, I'd say you could probably take a pass on this. Alright, that about does it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down in the comments below. And as always, may the Force be with you. Take care. Bye for now.